Hello, this is Brett Lytle and
Victoria
Smith, and she has decided to quit her violin major to pursue a trombone performance degree. I heard you already got a audition with the Berlin Philharmonic. Congratulations. But we'll be going over some rudimentary procedures in playing the trombone. Let's put it together first. So it's on the ground right now.
Yep.
Always make sure you assemble it on the ground because otherwise it can fall. And wow, it's almost like we've gone over this before. Yes, you'll want to make sure that this slide end is on the ground when you're assembling the instrument. Can you grab the other end that isn't the mouthpiece? Let's do this end and put it on there. And then tighten this little thingy until it can't be tightened anymore. That is great. Now can you grab the mouthpiece, that great looking shiny silver thing that I had cleaned just for you. Let's make sure we clean our mouthpieces well, maybe not every day, but pretty regularly if we're playing it. Make sure you screw it in, yes. And you'll always want to screw it the same way. That's what she said. So you'll always want to make sure that you turn it the same way when you're putting in the mouthpiece, otherwise they can get stuck and stuff. Okay, so now that we have the trombone, oh, hold on. You'll maybe want to, is this right? No, you don't want to have it. Like so. And turn it this way, and maybe have that slightly out a little more. And so now you're ready to play, mouthpiece is on top. Now with your left hand, can you kind of form like you were saying, howdy partner, onto, yeah, just like that. Now hold it up and have it over your left shoulder. And now with the right hand, it's kind of like you're holding a pencil. There you go. Let's try to make a sound on our instrument. So first off, before we do anything, if you were blowing on a dandelion, would you blow it like, or like,
the second one.
The second one. So we don't want to be really, really tense when we're playing our instrument. It'll just make a bad sound.
Okay.
So, and also, can you have our feet flat on the floor? Make sure our body's like an L. So that way we get good breath support and whatnot. So, can you demonstrate my second example of, but not on the trombone just yet. just, yes, and maybe make sure the corners of your lips are tight so you don't have air escaping through. Maybe not that tight. Yeah. Now can you try it on your instrument? Try to make a note. Can you slow down your air a little bit? Try to make a lower note than that. There it is. You just executed a lip slur, so that's good. I don't think we had to do that in the video, but that should be extra credit. So let's go through our slide positions. There's a little lever right there. Can you push that up and make sure that you're always holding on to the slide? So now you're ready to play. What you're in right now is called first position. Can you go ahead and play a note in first position? Yep. So pretty much a note. You're getting a partial higher than what I want, but I mean, that's fine. So now let's move our slide out just a little bit, about to right there, and try to, you should get a lower note this time. This is called second position.
Okay.
Try to make a note. Yeah, kind of. Can you move it out just a little further? Yeah, so that's second position. Now can you move it to where this little middle thing is right about, maybe just a little bit. It's going to be close to the edge of the bell. Maybe a little bit closer than that, closer to you. There we go. That is called third position. Can you try to make a note? Yep. And can you try to relax? You're getting a little tense. So make sure just smooth air. There you go. Now this end, can you move it to where it's even with the bell? Yep. There you go. This is fourth position. Now you should get a lower note than that. Yeah. Can you try that one more time?
Yeah.
Just steady air. Make sure you support, just like you're singing.
Okay.
There getting there. Make sure you relax your lips.
Okay.
Right now, one of them is more tense than the other. That's why you're getting the kind of like sound.
Okay.
But we'll move on from that. Now we're going into No Man's Land, which is 5th position. It's going to be about right there. This one's a little tricky to know where it is, but I mean, eventually you learn where it is.
Okay.
So try to make a sound like that. Yeah, pretty close. Once again, you're attacking it just a little too hard. Try to smoother tone. And, 6th position is going to be about your arm pretty much fully extended. Maybe not that much, maybe just, yeah. And can you try to hold it up just a little higher? There you go. Can you try it one more time? You try to go a note lower, so slow down your air just a little bit. We'll get there. And now it's time for the dreaded 7th position, so that's going to be even further out, about right there. And if you're having trouble, lean over to the right just a little bit. That should give you a little bit more room. Maybe not that much, maybe just a little. There you go. Now can you try to make a note? 7th position.
Oh my god, this hurts my arms. Okay.
Somewhat there. Okay, so and make sure you don't take your hand off the slide. So let's go back to 1st position. There you go, and clasp that. So that, okay, great. So those were your 7 positions. You know, you have 1st, and then 2nd's a little bit out. 3rd is your index through this part's even with the bell, then the other part's even with the bell. In 5th position, no one knows where it is. 6th, arm pretty much extended. 7th, arm basically fully extended, maybe a little bit to the right. Now it's time to disassemble the instrument. So we disassemble pretty much the same way that we assemble. Make sure that it's on the ground. I usually go mouthpiece out first. So can you go ahead and take the mouthpiece out? Great. And then you also want to make sure that your slide is clasped, but it is. So now let's unloosen that. And then separate those two. Great. And this one will go in. You want to make sure that they go in the right way. And this one, I believe, goes in like that. And then your bell is going to go in like it should go in. All right, great. Well, Miss Victoria, I look forward to teaching you more about the trombone in our future lessons. But I think that's a good start for today.